Today is the day the PlayStation Plus games go live. We've got news and rumours from other stuff as well as bonus content for PlayStation games that you guys can get completely for free. Before we get into it though, if you guys are looking to renew your PlayStation Plus memberships, pick up PSN credit on the cheap or just pre-order games at a discounted price, make sure you check out the sponsor Instant Gaming. Definitely worth checking out, everything's usually like 20% off, and the link down in the description will give you even more of a discount as well. But let's get into it. First things first, we got to do the drop yesterday, which was amazing. It's been a while since we've got to do it. New games out this week, and one of them is a PlayStation Plus game, which is going free today. And I'm so giddy for it. I'm hyped and I cannot wait for it. I've been waiting for this game for so long. It's Destruction All-Stars. I cannot wait for it. A vehicular combat game, massive multiplayer, where you literally get to go in a destruction derby as well as then jump out your vehicle, run around and do parkour. Yes, I'm talking really fast because I am super excited for it. But apart from the main one that I'm interested in, which unfortunately is only available on the PS5, I need to drop in there. We're also getting another PS5 game which is also available on PS4, which is a game called Control. Now, this is the Ultimate Edition that we're getting. It sounds pretty cool. Pretty much you have to master supernatural abilities, wield a shape-shifting sidearm. It's a third-person action-adventure game that actually does look pretty cool, to the point where this is a game that I already own, and I think I own it on either PC or Xbox, but I've never got to play it. Always just been involved in other stuff, and the fact that I have to do some gameplay on this one later today kind of gets me to the point where it's a game that I wanted to play, and now I'm going to have to play it, and I hope I enjoy it. Fingers crossed it's not a letdown. Only problem for me, there's no multiplayer stuff. Campaign stuff sometimes does get a little bit boring. I only ever tend to play campaign games these days when there's no friends online, simply because I like sitting in a party, I like being sociable. And when it comes to a campaign game, the only thing that I find is I can't sit in a party. To get immersed in the story, I literally have to sit and play it on my own without speaking to other people. I know, a little bit weird, but it is what it is. And the third and final one is another PS4 game called Concrete Genie. Now this actually sounds pretty cool, but pretty quirky. Pretty much you pick up a magic paintbrush and you make your pictures come alive. It sounds weird, it sounds quirky, and there's actually additional modes available for the PSVR as well, which is going to be really cool to actually see how it plays. This one, I've heard of it a few times, just never bothered picking it up, but again, it's one that, now it's coming free, it's something that I am actually looking forward to checking out. But onto the rumours, the main kind of thing that you guys are watching for. The game that's rumoured is a game called The Outer Worlds. Now, The Outer Worlds, again, it's another game that I own, but it's another one that I haven't played. I've got that many games on console and on PC and stuff that sometimes they kind of just get stuck in a pile. But like, these are the games that I'm going to play at some point. Some I never end up playing, and it's weird, I know, but if I see something on sale that I'm interested in, even if I'm like in the middle of something else, I'll pick it up, add it to my library, and it'll be like, yeah, I'm going to play that next week, and then something else will come out, and something else will come out, and it's crazy, I know. But The Outer Worlds, it actually looks and sounds pretty cool. When I first saw it, I kind of thought No Man's Sky with quirky graphics, but the gameplay for it does seem a little bit different. It's an RPG game. I'm pretty sure it's got a multiplayer aspect in it as well, but I think it's only 2-player. I think you can play like the campaign duo kind of thing. It is very campaigny though. I haven't seen much of it, but what I have seen does look pretty cool. If this one comes on PlayStation Plus, I'm sure tons and tons of you guys will be happy with it. Now, the bonus content, it's always nice to get something for free, whether or not it's through PlayStation Plus or another service, and this week you can get some free stuff through Twitch Prime. Now, don't worry if you don't have an active membership, there's a link in the description that will give you a 30-day free trial so you can grab a butt ton of free goodies. But the main thing that I'm kind of highlighting today is UFC 4. Not a game that everyone's going to play, granted, but there's some free bonus content on there. You can actually pick yourself up a unique player card picture, a unique player card background, and a purple crown. If you're playing UFC, would you really want to be wearing a purple crown? I'm not sure, but either way, it's free stuff, it's customization stuff, and it looks pretty damn cool. Now, if UFC is not your game, there is a load of other stuff on there as well. And last time I checked, they've actually added 30 free games that are available for Twitch Prime members. So in that 30-day free trial, if you accept it, you're going to have 30 games to play through. Not all AAA, usually it's a lot of indie stuff, but they do put some pretty cool ones in there as well. What am I playing? You guys always ask, on Twitter, in the comments. What am I playing at the minute? Have I tried this game? Have I tried that game? And this week I've been playing something a little bit different. I've been playing on the Quest, the Oculus Quest, and it's absolutely amazing. To the point where I've got a PSVR, or I had a PSVR. Yes, some of you like had, but I'll explain in a moment. And I never got to play it, simply because the way that my house is set out, you have to have your PSVR connected up to your PlayStation, and your PlayStation's connected up to your TV. So obviously, it's like set up in the living room. The way that you play on a PSVR, you've got to have a camera on one side of the room, while you're stood on the other side of the room. When you've got doors in the middle of you and everyone's walking through, it just makes games pretty much unplayable. Unless everyone decides to go to bed, or you stay up really late, or everyone's out and you get a couple of hours to yourself. Which, when the stuff that you really, really want to play isn't the best, because it's not very often when you're in a house with 2 children and a wife, and you're in lockdown, that you actually get time to yourself. And it just got really irritating. A friend picked up the Quest, told me how amazing it was, to the point where I had a look at it, I did a little bit of research on it on YouTube and stuff, and I thought, I want to try it. And it was the same price as the PSVR. Picked it up and it was amazing. You don't need a camera, you literally play it on the spot that you stood in, and you can play pretty much every game that's available on the PSVR, on the Quest 2, without needing a single wire whatsoever. And it was that good that I actually ended up selling the PSVR and buying like 30 games on the Quest. And it's amazing. The experience on it is crazy, as well as all the extra stuff that's on the Quest compared to the PSVR. And the only thing is, if anything comes out that's a PSVR game, granted, I might not be able to post gameplay on it, unless it's actually available on the Quest and I can record the gameplay on there, which either way is going to work out pretty much the same, just kind of a different experience through playing it. But that's pretty much all I've been playing this week. Loads of stuff on there, it's amazing, and I definitely recommend it for anyone that's interested in VR, that's kind of been on the thought process of, I don't have the space. With a Quest, you don't need that much space. But moving on anyway, to finish up with my predictions. Now, the 2 games that I'm going to go for, the first one is a Lego game. It's been a long time since we've had a Lego game on PlayStation Plus, but I'm going for a bit of a different one. DC Villains, because it's more of a bit of a hope process, as well as thinking of a game that could kind of come on PlayStation Plus. And the reason that I'm going on for DC Villains is because it's probably one of the only Lego games that I haven't actually played, but at the same time I've really wanted to play. And it's kind of the same thing that I've mentioned before. There's just that many other things that I'm playing at the moment, and the fact that I don't think it's got online multiplayer, I think it is still the couch co-op side of things, that I don't think at the moment I'd end up finding the time to sit there and play a campaign game, just because of all the stuff that I've been doing instead at the moment. But either way, it looks really, really cool, tons of fun, and if something like this was to come on there, it just kind of gives me that boost to have to play. The second one is Skater XL. Now, I always go to Skate 3 when I want to play a skateboarding game. Skater XL, I already own it on PlayStation, and it's pretty fun, it's pretty cool. If I'm being honest with you though, Skate 3 just feels better, plays better. Granted, Skater XL looks a bit better graphical wise, but it's a skateboarding game, it's tons of fun, and if this one was to go on PlayStation Plus, again, I'm sure tons of you guys would have fun playing it. Now, just a couple of things before we do actually wrap up the end of the video. Any of these games that I've mentioned today, or when it comes to this month's PlayStation Plus games, if you're looking for new people to play with on the multiplayer side of things, or just get help and guides, information on the stuff, make sure you jump in the Discord. It's tons of fun, amazing community, everyone's very helpful over there. If you end up getting friendly with people, we also do like party game nights. This weekend, we actually ended up playing a game of D&D. Yes, I know that sounds very geeky, but it was tons and tons of fun. It was supposed to last like a couple of hours to get through a part of a campaign. It ended up taking like nearly 3 hours to get nowhere near the end of it. Tons of fun, very quirky, but it was a fantastic, fantastic experience. Now, when it comes to any other gaming news that I don't post videos on, usually you can find it over on my Twitter, so make sure you check that out as well. Any games that I'm playing, you'll find little bits of news information on those. And we have actually still got the members section open on the YouTube channel, so you can get yourself some emotes when you're in the comments or when we stream and stuff. But if you're interested in that, make sure you check that out. There's actually an option on there where you can get a free game every month. Not always a massive AAA title, but it's just something different if you guys are interested and looking to support me as a content creator. But that's pretty much it for this one. I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, a like would be awesome. Don't forget to subscribe as well if you are new to the channel. But thanks for watching, guys, and I'll catch you next time.